So I just stumbled upon this tool called wacli for WhatsApp. It's a command line interface. Can you believe it?
Wait, seriously. A CLI for WhatsApp? That's unexpected. How does that even work?
Right? It uses the WhatsApp web protocol to sync messages and manage contacts. It's like your own personal WhatsApp on the terminal.
That's pretty cool. But doesn't it assume you're comfortable with the command line? Not everyone is.
Absolutely, but think about it. Programmers and tech enthusiasts might love the convenience. They can search messages offline and send texts easily.
True, that could save a lot of time, especially with fast search capabilities. But what about privacy? Isn't it risky using third-party tools?
Good point, it's not affiliated with WhatsApp, so there's that risk. But it does offer a local sync of message history, which is interesting.
Yeah, I wonder how reliable that sync is. Like, if you need to backfill older messages, does it really work well?
It's described as a best effort approach, so it might not always retrieve everything. Your primary device has to be online too.
That's a limitation for sure. I mean, how often is your phone not online, right? It feels like a potential hassle.
Exactly, still, it's a neat concept. Users could backfill messages in a chat, but they need to know how to use the command.
And there's the learning curve. I can see some users getting frustrated if they hit a snag. The documentation might help, but
Yes, the documentation does lay out commands clearly, like wacli auth for authentication. It's interactive with QR codes.
that's a clever way to authenticate. But still, I wonder how many casual users would actually take the time to set this up.
Right, it's definitely aimed at a niche audience, but I think it opens a conversation about how we interact with messaging apps.
Good point. Many people rely on mobile apps solely. This could inspire similar tools for other platforms, though.
Totally, imagine a CLI for Facebook Messenger or Instagram. It could shake things up in terms of user experience.
But then, we'd need to think about privacy and security issues across those platforms, too. It's a tricky balance.
Exactly, the convenience could come at the cost of personal data safety. It's always something to ponder.
And we can't forget about the potential for feature creep. How many functions does wacli actually have right now?
It offers pretty basic features, sending messages, managing contacts, and searching, but what's noteworthy is its offline capability.
Yeah, I can see that being useful. But does it have any user feedback on how intuitive it is?
I didn't find much, but that could be a limitation of the community around it. Not a ton of users equals limited insights.
True, but that might also mean less noise. A smaller user base could mean more focused development.
Good call, if users are passionate, the feedback loop could be really beneficial. It might lead to meaningful updates.
And the updates are crucial. Like, they recently added the ability to send files with custom display names. That's handy.
Right? Little features like that can make a big difference in usability. It's all about those small wins.
For sure. But I do wonder how they handle all the edge cases, like what happens with unsupported media types.
That's a good question. The documentation mentions handling reactions and replies, but it's unclear on unsupported formats.
That could lead to a frustrating user experience if they run into issues without clear guidance.
Absolutely, and that highlights the importance of solid documentation. Users need to know what to expect.
It's fascinating how these tools can evolve. If this gains traction, we might see more like it emerge. Just imagine.
Totally, it could fuel a whole movement towards CLI-based communication. It's both exciting and a bit concerning, right?
Exactly. The future of communication could be so different, blending convenience with complex privacy issues.
And that makes you think, how comfortable are we with these changes? It's a big leap for many users.
Yeah, it's almost like we're at a crossroads in tech, balancing innovation with the need for security and user-friendly experiences.
And I think that's where the real challenge lies. Are we ready for tools like wacli, or is it too soon?
That's a question worth pondering. The potential is huge, but we have to tread carefully into this new territory.
Definitely, it's all about finding that sweet spot where technology serves us without compromising our safety.
Exactly. So, what do you think? Would you give wacli a shot or do you have reservations?
I think I'd try it out, but I'd definitely keep an eye on privacy implications. It's fascinating for sure.
Same here. It's a brave new world with opportunities and challenges. I can't wait to see how it evolves.